Hey there, folks. It's 8:25, and that's no jive. 8:25 a.m. Wednesday, September 21st, 2016. For those of you that watched the video I put out yesterday midday or something, my head was really hurting. I was supposed to be making that video earlier than I did. There's a certain time schedule that my energy and parts of Lily have on the other side to work on my brain, take me down and change things, and it's actually starting to kill and shrink part of my brain. It's not a comfortable thing, but it's just something that is, whatever. As far as my energy goes, I'm still stronger than I've ever been. Folks, I keep telling you, when you're out of your body, you're huge. You're incredibly intelligent. You're so many things. Why? Because you're your real self. Not the part of you, the teeny piece of you. It's your focal point, as much as could fit in there, shoved in this body along with another spirit. Okay, a co-driver. Sometimes an annoying backseat driver that gets in a front seat with you. The spirit that originally came from Gaia, the planet, but was broken off to go with people and have lives. They've been abused like hell, but anyway. That's rough on them. You see, everything was getting abused. It's not just you, but anyway, when you're out of your body, you're clean. You're your true self. You're incredibly intelligent, powerful, and all kinds of stuff. Okay, people worry about not being able to feel things when they get out of the body. You don't just feel it, you feel all of it, and you feel it cleanly. Your intelligence is not to be denied. It's incredible. But they're just taking the brain down when it's time. I just got to deal with it. But it was important that I got that information out to you yesterday. That stuff that's relative to what's happening now, what's going to happen later. Okay? When the event happened, it was a pretty funny feeling. I could feel myself coming out of the body. A lot of me. It was nice to feel it, and then my conscious mind gets shut down. The energy, the spirit that was originally from Gaia. Anyway, that's to get some stuff done. But what I was saying earlier, sorry I'm jumping around, folks. I'm doing the best I can. But as far as my energy goes, folks, the more me outside of the body, the stronger I am, the more I can do. The conscious mind, all I do is make the affirmation for something. I've always been strong out of the body. I can't fit, not too much of me can fit in a body, but beyond that, there's not much left in here anymore. And like I said, it does not affect the energy work that I put in. That I can put into people, because I put some through me into you, but it's more maneuvering while I'm using my energy outside of you. I see my energy outside of you, and I put it in there as I'm using it. So it's like I'm cranking you up from two different places. And for the few, these few last consults that I do, it's 2 for 1. It's 1 or 2. It's $800 for 45 minutes. I'm not putting it on a website. I guess talking about it here now is advertising. It's not meant to be like that. It's just to take care of some questions that come up with people. $800 is a lot of money. If you find someone to split it with, it's really not. But then again, This is something I want to talk with you all about. Well, first off, I got to jump to the side again. This one's intentional. TheSpiritualFoundation.com is where you can go to get everything that you need besides your own self and your own desire to become yourself, your full self. That's where you go to get what you need, okay? If you don't want merchandise to know what merchandise to get, or some help in a consult or something, and on the consults page, there's all the people and new ones coming in, so you can talk to them, and all that information is being fed to Deanna. Deanna is not there to talk to you. She's not there to be your friend. She is so busy now. Folks, we care about everyone and everything. And that's what this is about. If she spends time playing la-di-da, talking to people like a blog or something, how does she get anything done? How does she eat? She doesn't. She's making necklaces. She's pulling in stone orders, buying stone orders. She's going to talk to people. She's, doing stuff, working on the websites, dealing with me. So, if you want to talk to someone or just send an email to her to say, hi, how you doing? Thanks for good work. Folks, feel it in your heart and let her pick it up that way. Don't put it on an email. Thank you. After 2 or 3 of those come in, by then you'll find out you can't get there anymore because you're going to be spammed. Oh, gee, Jay's so mean. He doesn't care. He doesn't have any heart. No, bullcrap. You don't have heart because you're literally taking Deanna's time, which she has none of. I'm not being mean. I'm being realistic. It's wonderful to talk to people, but when you have thousands of people coming in, folks, that's a lot. So, it's not that we don't care, it's that the time is limited. And those of you that have a problem with that, let me ask you something. If you had a website, and there was already thousands of people that come in and out of it, and a lot of people are excited about this for a good reason, it's about them. And there's new stuff happening everywhere. This is a focal point of information and all the help you need to awaken and become the real you. So a lot of people write a 5-page email. Not 5 pages, but it seems like it. It's long. Don't do that, okay? She doesn't need to hear your life story. Okay, this is literally not just the business. This is about helping everyone. If you have food to feed people and there's a line of people, what happens if you stop and talk with everyone else? Talk with one person and then go to the next person and talk a while with them? The people in the back are going to starve. It's a slightly different scenario, yes, but I'm trying to make a point, okay? Please respect it for what it is. Not just help for you, but help for everyone, okay? And this stuff you don't find anywhere else, all right? No better than nothing else, but everything you need is right there, and that's where you're gonna find it. Now, like Burju, Paul, other members that start their own stuff, they have a lot of stuff to help you. Something else too. Hey, Hurt, gonna come and lay down, buddy? You want to stay out in the hall? What do you want to do, buddy? I know you got beds everywhere. Which one to choose, huh? I love you, buddy. Good man. We'll get a video just for a minute. I'll be off in a minute. Anyway, so anyway, I'm not trying to give anyone a hard time. I'm just saying, let's all work together and get this stuff done, because remember, we're a big part of what's going on, but it's about all of us, not one of us. And this isn't Amazon.com. Be wonderful if it was that big a thing, but then again, it won't be. That's not what it's there for. She'll be happy to talk with you about whatever you need to do individually, but she doesn't have time to talk emails, and it's she can't get the job done. And I told her stop. She's not happy doing it. It's not like she's a mean person. She's not, but she can't do it. Okay. That being a done deal. On cranking people up, Burju and Paul Okay, they're just two of them. They're very strong. Deanna is very strong. She's not cranking people up yet. She can burn energy in a stone, and she can crank someone up. She's done it. Okay. Siobhan out in Ireland is doing it. Stephanie, Siobhan Ruth Kelly, out in Ireland, and then Stephanie Brastel out in Germany is about to do it. Anne Reyes will be doing it out in the western U.S. pretty soon. There's others. There's plenty of others. I'm just throwing what's on my head right now. They all have different power levels, but they all have more than the power necessary to do this. They're source and they're strong. Okay? I had heard one person say something about, well, Jay does it a lot. You can feel Jay's energy more. Folks, let me just say this without, and just leave that right there. When Lily and Ara go back to the very beginning, when Lily and Ara got together with their energies and focal points, and they released a third, a big wave of themselves, and made smaller parts of themselves, that energy in them, it's not as big, but it's the same power level. It's the same power level. There's only so much of that can even go in a body. Okay? When you have a bucket of water, if you have a bucket of soup, a 5-gallon bucket of soup, a gallon kettle of soup, and then you put a bowl in there, dip it in, take out the bowl of soup, you have the same soup that was in the pot of soup. Okay? The bowl has the same contents as what's in the pot. It's just not as big. Okay? Excuse me, but the difference is that the pot's bigger. Okay, it's a smaller. Those that came from Aaron Lily is smaller, but there's only so much that energy you can put in a body anyway. Now, I am different. Okay, I'm here doing this stuff, starting all this stuff, cleaning up the other side because of what I am. It's my job. I was made like that. Okay. I am a little stronger, okay, but it's when they crank you up, you get cranked up, okay. If they were allowed to, every one of them could crank you up hard enough to make your eyes bleed. That's kept from happening. That'll never happen. It's kept from it. But they are strong and they are powerful, and they don't charge what I do either. They crank you up, folks. You're cranked up, okay. When I July of 2012, when was the first time I got into it, with original first being male and female. Okay, and my energy got stronger then. After that fight, what I put out made my energy a little stronger. But in May of 2013, when I finished every bit by a little teeny couple drops of them off, that took everything I had, and my energy just tweaked. I had a friend over here that was sitting in a chair about 10-12 feet away, and I almost knocked him out of the side of the chair when it happened. He feels energy. So I am a little different. The energy mutated somehow, and it will be gone soon, folks. I can't tell you exactly when. I'm anxious to get the hell out of here. That's obvious. I'm doing everything I have to, and I'm about done with it. That's a fight I have with the other side every day, continuously. So even when I go talk to people different places, like the Red Lobster phone store, they understand. These folks are going to take real good care of you. When they crank you up, folks, you start changing. You know, you can feel them when they're in you. It's just, you know, my energy's a little different, but it's still, they crank you up. You feel it, okay? There's not that big a difference. And like I said, for me, it's $800, you know, for the 45-minute consult with the free energy work for a maximum of 2 people. So you'll find out, and that's what this is about. There's going to be people all over the world cranking people up. Source. Not all source can do it. Just because someone says they're source does not mean they can crank you up whatsoever. Okay, there's members of the family, of source spirit. Family is what I call it. We're all family, but those that have the source spirit inside them came from the ones coming from Lillian Era. Some of them have some serious arrogance issues and stuff, and they'll never crank anyone up. They're here to do that, but until they get rid of the selfishness and the arrogance and everything else, they'll never be able to crank anyone up. Some of them have that, and it's not really fair it was done to them to kind of make them like that. Not Lillian Arrow doing it, but the original first being male and female messing with them, twisting their thought process. And that's one reason. Another reason for the spiritualfoundation.com, so you can go to the contact page and look at them. Folks, if you don't know who to get, I mean, you know, instead of asking Deanna, why don't you, well, that's weird. Everything just started phasing in and out. That's it's like the screen on the video just started getting big, and then anyway, why did that happen? The hypothalamus and the pineal is like behind the hypothalamus, you know, lower behind whatever it's kind of behind it in the back part of the spine. The energy surge that just happened, it was in the hypothalamus and then went down and back a little bit into the pineal. It's just me working on myself. Anyway, now what the hell was I saying? Relax and look at each person and feel. See which way to go. Okay? If nothing else, call them all. You know, email all of them. Talk to them and see. See how you feel. If I was you, I would look at all of them, see which one you want to go to first. And talk to them, and then go back, talk to the other ones. You can go on and off the website. There's nothing stopping you. You can write them all down. Get your phone, take a picture of the website itself, and just use that. Whatever you want to do. It's just that Deanna can't talk to all of you, and I've told her not to. This will never move forward if we're spending too much time on any one person. So don't think that you have to go to me to get a crank up, folks. Because you don't. Okay? I am a little different, that's all. Trying to think of something. I'm always forgetting something to tell you. Come on, head, quit pulsing. I guess that's about it. There will be things happening, as I was talking about in my last video, where things things have been shaking a lot lately, period. It's Gaia, sometimes it's Gaira here, sometimes it's Ara, out of the body, floating around. doing stuff. Uh, Trying to look and see what's going on, but honestly, it's hard. Yesterday, my head was whacked out, and it pretty much is now too. Anyway, folks, waking up is a little difficult. Okay, so there's no easy button, but it's a natural thing for all of you. That's why I told you, you're not given gifts. These are your abilities. You own them. They are part of you. It's like your arm is a gift. No, it's not. It's part of you. It's part of your body. You can say it's a gift to be given a body to go have a life in, but I mean, your real self, your abilities, no, those are yours. Okay, and they're very real. It's just hard to have faith in yourself and believe in yourself and what you're seeing and everything, and as you're awakening. It's not easy, but then that's another reason for spending a little time, relaxing and flowing inside yourself. Okay, folks. If you need something, it's all there on the website. Dana will talk to you, but I'm sorry, there's no time for personal emails or long emails. If you have to write something more than two small paragraphs, then you need to talk to one of the folks for a consult. Okay? They're there to help you. You don't have to get cranked up. It helps you, though. And when they go inside you and pull your energy out, folks, that's real, that's happening. It's being literally made sure that it happens. The source field is everywhere. It's part of what I am in this body. So it's, here around this area and a whole lot further, whatever. When they go into you and pull your energy out to release it, I'm right there with them, just making sure it happens and feeding my energy into it also. When you are strong source and you're calm and you're flowing, you make the affirmation to do something. You just go through with it, even if it's just a thought, and boom, it's done, because you have that kind of power level. Paul is so strong, he can kill stuff. When Burju, when her family gets attacked, there's been clean energy on the other side that's actually been bugging her daughter, and she goes after it. And she hurts the hell out of it, enough to where it leaves, it goes and won't come back. I guess this is all one reason why I get a little frustrated when people talk about praising a God. They have no idea, because they can't see, because they're not awake. They don't have any idea of what they're actually talking about. They're going by what they've been taught and what is the status quo. But they usually have a lot of love in their heart, and they just want to go somewhere with it. You can't blame anyone I can't blame anyone for that. I'm not telling you what to do. I'm just saying. I can't blame anyone for being like that. There's a lot of wonderful, loving people that are religious. It's just them waking up and seeing things for themselves, and then making a new decision about how they feel or not. That's another thing about waking up, folks, and getting stronger. The quicker you do it, the more you know, the quicker you can make better decisions for yourself, not for me, not for anyone else, for you. I don't have any philosophy. I tell you what's running around, what is. No need for anyone to believe me, but there it is for those that want to use it, or can use it. A lot of people are going to stay quiet. Stay quiet within themselves and just attack everything. They can't do it, can't see it, can't feel it, and they don't want to. They're afraid of it. They have their own feelings of inadequacies. Blah. And then they want to attack everything else. I'm coming, buddy. I'm trying to hurry. Good herky, honey. So anyway, I'll be introducing more of these people. Stephanie Brastel, I'll be introducing her pretty soon. Man, she's got a ton of love in her heart. She helps heal people with energy. All Source does. She's pretty strong in that area. Siobhan is really strong there too, and Anne also is a powerhouse. And let's not forget about Bijou and Paul. They're strong as hell. When they crank up stones, when you can feel stone energy when you hold a stone, no matter where you are. You can be on the moon. They crank up your stones. You feel it. They're real. And again, I know I said this once, this video. Can't believe I actually remember that. thespiritualfoundation.com. That's where you're going to meet people that I know are going to, that can do this. Okay. There is a good bit of source out there, and the people that can do this, that's known for a fact, will be as many of them as possible. Will be listed on the website, but at the same time, there'll be others that won't be there. So try to trust your gut feeling about that. Okay, it was imperative for this never to become a huge thing while I was here. Okay, I will be gone soon. I can't tell you when. I wish it was yesterday. But the thing is, everyone else, these other family members, there's not one person doing something. There's about to be 20 plus people on the planet doing this. When I say about, probably by July of next year. And they'll be spread all over the world. That way nobody can make it about one thing or anything like that, because it's not. It's about family. And these folks, you're going to find them in the news, in the mass media. NBC, whatever, ABC, LMNOP, all these other nitwit networks, they'll actually have to mention it a few times. They don't want to. So there'll be some of them that'll want to, try and say it's not true, whatever. But some of the folks that are here, they'll be cranking up people inside MRIs, and you can see the magnetic flow just happen. There's ways to measure it live too. So that's the way it's supposed to be. It's family time. Not everyone has to sit at the table, but everyone will be able to look at the table and see everyone sitting down there. I'm being pushed. Folks, love you. Hang in there, man. Good stuff is coming. Just let me ask you something. Why not take a moment to relax and see if you can feel something? Those little blotches you see go by you at the corner of your eye, and then they disappear. Folks, all this stuff is happening for a reason. It's time to wake up. If you're listening to me, excuse me. If you're listening to me, 98% of the people that listen to me are here for their benefit. There's not even 2% really that are, just stupid, want to try and give someone a hard time, give me a hard time, but and that doesn't matter. They can do what they want. They're nothing. There's a lot of people that just come in and out, see what's going on with this guy with this nut, this old man in overalls. And the sad thing is, they might pop in, and because they're used to these nice videos and everything else, they see something for about 2-3 minutes, and then they leave, and they don't get the chance to literally get any information out of it. Because it ain't for me, man. I already have it. It's for you. So that's what it's all about, man. It's about y'all. Folks, love you. Take care, and have a good one.